The 10 greatest inventions in history.
Johannes Gutenberg developed in 1450 a process of printing by pressing, using movable metallic characters. This German is considered to be the inventor of European letterpress printing. But less mechanical printing processes existed in the East long before. The first book printed in 1455 by Gutenberg is the Bible. Printing has enabled an unprecedented dissemination of knowledge. Even if he is not the inventor of the incandescent electric bulb attributed to the Scottish James Bowman Lindsay, who had not filed a patent. The American Thomas Edison developed in 1879 and especially commercialized this find which, with the spread of electricity, will revolutionize people's daily lives. French engineer Clement Ader invented the motorized plane as early as 1890, but it was the Wilbur brothers and Orville Wright who developed and flew, in 1903, the first really controlled motor-powered airplanes. The planes are used very quickly by the armies, but the first commercial civil flight already takes place in the USA in 1914. You can't imagine your daily life without a PC, personal computer, without a personal computer. The first small computers appeared in the 1960s. In 1965, the first desktop computer, the Olivetti Programma 101, was marketed. The first real personal computer, of reduced size, was patented in 1973, the French micro-NWR 16 years before Apple's first laptop. Protection against disease through vaccination has saved millions of lives. And this is not new. The principle of this method of protection against diseases dates back to the end of the 18th century. In 1796, Britain's Edward Jenner developed and tested the first smallpox vaccine. In 1885, another pioneer, the Frenchman Louis Pasteur, began his first human trials of the rabies vaccine. There were 100,000 in 1930 in Belgium, for almost 6 million today. The automobile has had considerable success, making transportation so much simpler, excluding traffic jams. The very first automobile, in fact a toy, is attributed to a Flemish, Ferdinand Verbiest, who in 1668 produced a vehicle consisting of a kettle, a small oven and small gear wheels. To measure the passage of time, men have imagined dozens of systems, including the mechanical clock, which appeared in the second half of the 13th century. In Milan, in 1336, the first clock to strike the hours was installed on a city bell tower. The smartphone has changed the lives of many users today. We are far from the first telephone, developed by the English-American Alexander Graham Bell. Bell deposited his patent for the transmission of the human voice on February 14, 1876. To preserve food, the Mesopotamians, the Greeks or the Romans already used pits filled with ice. The first industrial refrigeration machines with liquid ammonia appeared in the second half of the 19th century. For the first electric fridges in homes, you have to wait another century. Joseph Niépce, a French inventor, succeeded in fixing images on tin plates in 1826. Louis Daguerre improved the process. The photograph was officially born on January 7, 1839, the day of the presentation of the daguerreotype, the first camera. In 1861, the Englishman Thomas Sutton took the first color photograph.